talk about today's patron saint, Saint Rose Philippine Duchesne. Saint Rose Philippine Duchesne is a hidden giant of the church, a woman whose life shows what quiet, persistent holiness looks like. She was born in 1769 in Grenoble, France, and she was born into a well-off family and educated by the Visitation nuns, where she discovered a deep connection to prayer and religious life. At 18, she entered the Visitation convent against her father's wishes, but the French Revolution soon closed the monastery and scattered the sisters. Forced back home, she chose to not abandon her vocation. Instead, during those violent years, she served the poor, visited prisoners, helped priests who were in hiding, and she taught children in secret, keeping her consecration alive in her heart while the church in France was attacked. When peace slowly returned, she tried to reopen the old Visitation convent, but it never truly revived. In God's providence, that disappointment became a doorway. In 1804, she met Saint Madeleine Sophie Barrat, who was the foundress of the Society of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, a congregation devoted to the love of Jesus and the Christian education of the young. Philippine offered herself and the empty convent to this new community and became a sister of the Sacred Heart, bringing her contemplative spirit into an apostolic order. Even in France, though, her heart was already far away. She felt a strong call to the missions, especially to those who did not yet know Christ. One Holy Thursday night in adoration, she later said she, quote, spent the whole night in the New World, in prayer, spiritually carrying the Blessed Sacrament across the ocean. For years, that desire was tested by waiting and obedience. Then, in 1818, Bishop William Du Bourg of the Louisiana Territory asked the sisters to come to the United States to help with schools and evangelization. Philippine, who was now 49 years old, received permission to go. She left France forever with 4 other sisters. She crossed the Atlantic, she reached New Orleans, and then she traveled up to the Mississippi River into frontier territory. They finally settled in a rough log house, St. Charles, Missouri, where they faced cold winters, primitive conditions, little money, and an entire new language and culture. There, she opened the first house of the Society of the Sacred Heart outside Europe, and the first free schools for girls west of the Mississippi, beginning a network of schools that would shape Catholic education in the young United States. From that foundation, she helped establish other works in Florissant, St. Louis, and beyond. She served immigrant families, the poor, and children who would have otherwise never received a Catholic education. Yet a special desire remained in her heart, to serve more directly among Native American peoples. For a long time, she surrendered that longing